It's best to play this game in a dark room. If it's daytime, draw the shades. If it's nighttime, turn off all the lights. Guess what? Did that. Damn, it is dark. Oh. Okay, one of those.
Hello?
Why
Anybody here?
does this door open by itself? Who opened it?
Hi, the door was open.
No, it wasn't. Who are you? And what are you doing here?
Ah!
Whoa! Damn. Freaky.
Here, drink this.
What?
No thank you.
What is it?
Something that'll make you feel better. Drink it. Just a couple sips.
I don't... no, I'll stick
no,
to no thank you.
Don't make her drink any of your weirdo concoctions. Then I really will have to take her to the emergency room.
You just go back to your phone call and leave us be. Don't pay him any mind.
Where am I?
You're at Henry Bolet's house, dear, in the library. He and I carried you in here after I found you unconscious in the foyer.
Why in the library?
Why is it so dark in here?
The electricity went out. Lightning must have struck a transformer somewhere. What happened? Can you remember?
Well, the front door was open, so I walked in, and then I saw this... Well, I saw a skeleton. And then he saw me. And then the light started flickering, and he threw something at me that exploded. The smoke must have made me pass out.
You saw a skeleton?
I'm sure it was just someone, you know, wearing a costume or something. I'm Nancy Drew, by the way. I came to see Henry.
So we surmised. I'm Renee Amand. I'm Bruno Bolet's housekeeper. That is, I was. This skeleton that attacked you, perhaps we should call the police.
No. No emergency room, no police. Things are complicated enough as it is.
What do you
Henry's
mean?
feeling a mite overwhelmed. Well, you are looking much better, so I'm gonna get back to my plant potting. You need anything? I'll be outside in the garden.
I should call them and keep them on hold for 5 hours and see how they like it.
Who's them? Can I... just take a sip anyway, even though I just said no. Kinda curious to know what this concoction is. Anything to look at here? Yeah. Oh. Okay. It's a tooth puzzle. That's weird. Why do I feel like I'm gonna have to do something here as well? Oh, that looks comfy. Nothing? I guess not. Oh. Well, maybe I should talk to Henry first if I figure out where you're sitting.
So, Nancy, nice to meet you. Ned sent you here to check up on me, huh?
You look like a vampire.
He's kind of worried about you, that's all.
Ned's a nice guy. I mean, I really don't know him that well, just from school. But when I mentioned that my only living relative just died, he was all like, "Yeah? How you feeling, man? You doing okay? Wanna talk?" Of course, I guess I do come across as a little needy sometimes.
Were you very close to your uncle?
Great uncle Bruno, and no, I wasn't. My parents died in a car crash when I was 8. Since I had no other relatives, he took me in, or should I say he shipped me out. Boarding school, summer camp, military school, college. He may have looked after me, but he never spent any time with me. I didn't know him at all.
You know what? For being a loner, he's like really oversharing right now.
What are you doing, if you don't mind my asking?
Great Uncle Bruno named me executor of his estate, which means I have to make sure all his bills are paid and debts taken care of so his assets can be distributed. Unfortunately, he couldn't have cared less about little things like keeping records or balancing checkbooks. Dealing with his creditors and their lawyers has been an absolute nightmare. So, thanks for stopping by, Nancy. And now you can report back to Ned that I'm fine and go enjoy New Orleans.
No, I can't. Not until I know who that skeleton man was and what he was doing here and why he knocked me out like that. Look, I can understand you're not wanting to call the police, but somebody should investigate. And since playing detective is kind of a hobby with me...
No offense, but are you sure you didn't just pass out from the heat and humidity or something and dream that you saw the skeleton dude?
I'm positive.
Okay, look around all you want. But I should probably warn you, Uncle Bruno was into exotic pets. Didn't believe in cages, so he gave him the run of the place. And just because he's dead doesn't mean they are. So if you're gonna go poking around, be careful.
Let's see. Bridges to nowhere. Camel in a needle's eye. Cat's eye. Cavities in their prevention. Chernetics in their care. Daniel Biddle. Daniel and the moving finger. Eye candy, finding fish, grinding fake eyes. Turn a blind eye. Librarian's tale. Limes and coconuts. How much is there? Oh, there we go. What's that all about? Well, I guess that's that here. I do see the globe, but I can't look at it.
Nancy, welcome to my little lantern-lit corner of the world.
I love that accent so much.
It's a little wet out here.
I don't mind. No one should mind the rain. Without it, the end of the world would come much too soon.
That is
Did you
true.
and Henry have a nice chat?
We talked.
Henry's a very morose, very negative young man.
He is.
Very cunning, too. In fact, I'm fairly certain that he's been selling off Dr. Bolay's belongings on the sly.
Won't all of Dr. Bolay's belongings go to Henry anyway?
Absolutely not. According to Dr. Bolay's will, Henry is to get 30% of the estate. Dr. Bolay's physician, Gilbert Buford, gets 30%. Our Lady of Route 57 School of Dentistry and Cosmetology gets 30%. And I am to receive 10%.
Weird distribution.
What was in that concoction you wanted me to drink after I got knocked out?
Never you mind. It was just a little remedy I brewed up on the spot to help you feel better.
That's concerning.
If you don't like Henry that much, how come you're still here?
I'm here because Dr. Bolay paid me in advance, and I always fulfill my obligations.
If you don't mind my asking, what's in that little pouch you wear around your neck?
Things.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Secret things. Things that give me special talents when special times demand them. People usually laugh when I say this, but this pouch is my connection to the energy that powers the universe.
Oh,
Well, at least you didn't laugh.
I'll leave you to your potting.
One more thing. I, too, have seen the skeleton man. After Dr. Bolay passed, that night, I saw him in the hallway. He was there, then was gone. So you best be careful, Nancy Drew, because if it was Mr. Death, and I truly think it was, he's coming back.
Nah, I don't think that's what it was. And interesting. Where does this go? Oh my gosh. Why would I do that? Where are you? Please die.
That should keep you guys quiet for a while.
I don't know why I needed that, but I have it now. Oh. Eh. Ah. I'm gonna have to play the song so it goes away, I guess. Okay. Interesting. A little concerning, but okay. What else? Oh. I guess I'm gonna need some sort of key here. Oh. Okay. Alright. That's these two. What do you do? Let's see. That now gave me this and took this. And you. Well, maybe I'll come back to that. How big is this garden? Oh, interesting. Why is there a cemetery here, and also why is this in the backyard out of all places? 40 Wings Mausoleums. Anything for me to do here? Guess not. Oh. Mushroom. Interesting. There's like another detective game that does actually take place in New Orleans, and it's reminding me of this a lot. Terra Siesta. Pretty sure I'm gonna need that at some point, but looks like I'm gonna need a key.
To figure out if there's anything camouflaged in that design, I'm gonna need some paper.
I see. Oh, and there's 4 of those. Okay. Where does this go? Let me check this one out first. Yep, Sora Park. And then we've got this. That's an amazing view, honestly. Like, it's creepy as hell, but also really impressive. Mushroom, again. It's a white one this time. Or was the other one also white? Seeping metal. Oh. Charlie Wicker. Nest. Okay. Well, that sounds like directions. West, north, east, south. West, north, west, south, east. Alright. I guess that's all. Well, that's a dead end then, okay. Now let's go back. Writhing Roots Memorial. This is on the upside. This way. The fountain is... yeah, it's where I came from. Okay. Yet another mushroom. Well, let's go back for now. I'm glad I don't have to wait out every single cutscene. Huh. Another mushroom. Can I do anything with these mushrooms? They're a little bit suspicious. Some herbs. Another mushroom. There. This one. Dandelion, I think. Well, let's take a look at the house, I guess. Cute little shrine. Why is it crooked? It's like the house is crooked. It's interesting. And another clock that I can fuck around with. Fantastic. So this is where the Skellyman was. Oh, that's the... okay, I see. Do we have here? Is that all I can do here? Oh, I see. Writhing Roots. It's a bone. Oh, is this what I have to do? Is there gonna be like a thing for each one of them? No. Seeping meadow. What else? This is so cool. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, I see. I have to get the thingies and then I can unlock this, I guess. park. He. That's a little weird. Cool. It's even got music. Okay, but I'm trying to look at this. Oh. Terra siesta. Oh. Do you think something happens if you click on this thing 20 times? What was that? There. Sounds like it has something in it. It does have something in it. An eyeball, out of all things. I think that was everything here. Oh, fun. I told you he looks like a vampire. That's because he is one, probably. Oh. Well, one of them is a raven, I suppose. What do we have here? Zeekies. Zeke? That it? There. Oh my. Interesting. Very interesting. So... okay, that's what I thought. Let me reset this. Because I think... How do I do this? Let me try that. There. And then I can push this one here. Oops. Too far. I need to bring this one down. Man. Have to go all the way around here to get this thing out. There we go. And we got another eyeball. Cool. There's a book here. Oh my. I guess that is everyone who is buried in there. tarantulas to keep. Okay. Well, that's the 360. Anything here?
That's the front door, but I'm not leaving until I figure out what Mr. Skeleton Man was up to.
Fine. That's an interesting touch to make everything just slightly crooked. Oh, hi. That's the third one yet. That mattress looks really concerning. That's it? Nothing else? Apart from secret door, I suppose. Guess I'll get going. Wait. Okay. Well, let me talk to Henry? Is his name? Do you have paper? I need some paper.
Yes?
Is your great-uncle's estate worth very much?
I have no idea. Nor will I until I get all his affairs settled. He was a dentist for most of his life, so he must have had some money squirreled away. As you can tell, he was darn good at squirreling away junk.
Have you had any of his things appraised?
Somebody from a curio shop came in and took a quick look around, but it wasn't anything formal.
Why is there an empty frame in the gallery in the other room?
Apparently, someone stole the canvas. Renee says it disappeared sometime after Bruno died.
Was it valuable?
In a way, it was of my parents. I think it was painted in the garden out back. Renee doesn't like me. Wouldn't surprise me if she took it out of spite.
I doubt it.
I found this scrap of paper in the fireplace. Do you know anything about it?
No. You always go digging around in people's fireplaces?
Kinda.
Just looking for something that might tell me who that skeleton man was.
Ah. Anything else?
Do you have paper?
Why is there a model of a cemetery in the other room?
Because Great Uncle Bruno used to oversee the cemetery next door. Made that scale model so he could keep track of where everything, or should I say everyone, was. Crafted all those miniature crypts himself. And people think I'm weird.
Do you know what this is? I found it in the other room.
Looks to me like some kind of tracing.
I was thinking that maybe my skeleton man left it behind.
Well, I sure don't know anything about it. Anything else?
Well, you have a footprint on it. If anything, you should probably go to the police with that, but you know.
Do you know where I could find some plain paper and maybe some chalk?
Sure don't. Try asking Renee. What do you need chalk for?
It's kind of a long story.
Well, can't help you there either. Sorry.
Are you not sitting in front of the desk? I am pretty sure you'll have some paper there.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Whatever.
Oh man. I don't know if I like him or hate him.
Hello again.
Probably both.
Have you ever seen this before? I found it by that scale model of the cemetery that's inside the house.
It's a mystery to me. I suggest you ask Henry.
I did.
He leaves things lying around all the time. I guess it figures I won't notice amid all the other clutter. But I do. I notice everything. How
of course
else
you
may I be of service to you?
Paper?
What can you tell me about the painting that's missing from the frame in the gallery?
Very little, I'm afraid. I didn't notice the picture was gone until after the reception following Dr. Bolay's funeral. I cannot even tell you what it was a picture of.
Do you by any chance have some plain paper and anything like chalk that I could use?
Don't have any chalk, but I certainly have paper.
Can I have
But
it?
it's up in my room, and I'm afraid I cannot retrieve it for you until I'm finished
Can
here.
I go get it?
You get the sudden urge to draw a picture?
Something like that. I know, I'll help you. That way you'll get done faster.
Gracious, you are the picture of impatience, aren't you? Well, I appreciate the
Kinda.
offer. But here, why don't you just take this instead? It's an extra key to my room. The paper's in a drawer in my nightstand. Just go on up and help yourself. But make sure you lock the door when you leave, you hear? You I trust. But Henry, him I do not.
Why not?
I really appreciate this.
And long as you're going up there, my appetite could use a little placating, so I would be much obliged if you would bring me a candy bar from my nightstand. And take one for yourself while you're at it.
Oh, my pleasure, girl. I will. She's oddly nice. Maybe a little bit too nice. So if there's 2 rooms, where the hell does everyone stay at? Cool. I mean, the walls look a little moldy, so... Nightstand, huh? What's that? Paper. Cool. Oh my gosh.
One for Renee. And one for me. Yum. Gosh, these things are good.
Oh my goodness. Girl. Cocoa Kringle, it's where is that? That sounds concerning. Hi, creepy doll from another game. Oh, wait, what? Ooh. Oh, I see. Close, actually, to that one. So it always has to be 4. Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Got this one, and then this. Yep. Number 2. Let's do this. For some reason I doubt that this is the right one. And then... yeah, that's what I thought. Hold on. This one. And... this one. And then... oh man. 3. And 3. Number 4. This one. This one. This one. This one. Neat. Oh, I did it. Voodoo, signs and symbols. Spectriloquy. To most people, spells that are cast using words spoken aloud sound like gibberish, repetitive, nonsensical, and annoying. But these are powerful spells indeed, so powerful that there are only 2 ways to negate them. One is to discern the precise meaning and purpose of the spell and to vocalize the appropriate counterspell. But this demands intimate knowledge not only of hoodoo words, but of the motivations of the spell's creator, and this is often impossible. The more common method of disenchantment involves writing the symbol equivalent of the spell on an object placed between the originator of the spell and its recipient, a practice known as spectriloquy. Once a spell is broken down into individual sounds, each sound is translated into a letter from the spectral alphabet and then drawn left to right on a fence, wall, window, etc. The spectral alphabet is comprised of 28 symbols and is based on 4 basic vowel sounds. Almost all hoodoo words can be represented by modifying these 4 basic symbols. That it? I guess that's all for me to look at here, huh? creepy doll. What else? Oh. Hiccup powder. Okay, Nancy, chill. Guess maybe that's something for later. Oh my. I guess I should be able to determine what she wrote on here. Let's see. Ba. Sa. And then G. Pa. What's that one? D. These nuts. Moo. Ka. Maybe. Maybe. I'll take the ka. Ka. Anyway. Anything here? I can't look at her clothes, really? Okie doke. Well, we got paper. I still need chalk or something.
Yes?
I'll let you get back to work.
Whatever.
Weird guy. Well, guess I'll talk to Renee.
You bring me that cocoa kringle bar like I asked?
Sure did.
Right here.
Bless you. I'm so hungry I could devour these plants I'm potting up, dirt and all. How else may I be of service to you?
Whose boat is tied up down there where the bayou comes up to the cemetery? Do you know?
That would be my boat. Comes in very handy when I need to forage for certain swamp-dwelling plants.
Those weird symbols on the wall in your room. Do you know who painted them?
I did. Fact of the matter is, there's a spirit living in that wall.
I think it's just mold.
A spirit?
Got a voice that'd send shivers down the spine of Dracula himself. Used to hear it sometimes, in the dead of night, half talking, half whispering, saying this one word I never heard before, like it was from a language no one on earth spoke. And suddenly, I knew. The spirit was trying to cast a spell on me. So I got me a book and found out that by painting the word I heard on the wall, syllable by syllable, in hoodoo signs, I could counteract the word's power. And you know what? The spirit has not spoken that word or any other since.
What was the word?
Darling, a sack full of water moccasins couldn't get me to say that word out loud. Nor will I write it down. No, sir. Not
Well, you
ever, ever,
did.
ever.
But it's symbols.
Nice talking to you.
Thanks for coming by.
Chalk. I need something like chalk. Where would I find chalk? Or something similar to it. But I guess I'm missing something here, maybe? Oh, I see. Good thing I looked in here. Okie dokie. We got paper. Pretty cool. It's a word. More. The raven. Not gonna say anything about that. Bones. And last one. Cool. I guess I should be able to open this thing now. Oops. Not you. What do we have? Worm? Oh. Oh. Alright, let's take a look. Bones are the flowers. This would be the bones. And then this one's correct. That's the bones. The raven is in this one. And then the worm would be here. Yep. And we've got the key. That's probably for this as well. So let's go back. Oh. How did you get here before me? Why are you full on crying? Oh my gosh. Let's pretend I didn't see that. Fifi Bollet. Marcel Bollet. Marianne. And Claude. Claude. Oh,
This must be the painting that goes in that empty frame.
well, that's convenient. Well, I guess it's time for a phone call.
Hello?
Bess, hi, it's me.
Hey, Nance. I just got back from shopping, which I am happy to report is fantastic here.
Awesome.
So, what's going on with you?
A lot.
A lot is in a whole bunch of fun stuff?
So
Let me
much
start
fun.
by telling you what happened when I arrived at Henry's house. I walked up to the front door and discovered it was open.
Here we go again.
You were knocked out by a skeleton wearing a red ascot?
Sure
It's
was.
someone dressed as a skeleton wearing a red ascot. Although the housekeeper here thinks it really was a skeleton, Mr. Death. But then, she's a little strange.
You think it was a burglar?
I'm not sure. I caught him or her sneaking around this scale model of a cemetery. And later, I found a tracing of something right by it. So if I could just figure out what it's a tracing of, and what, if anything, it has to do with that model cemetery, I might be able to figure out who Skeleton Man is.
I know that tone of voice. You're not leaving there until you've done just that, are you?
Nope.
Oh, I also found some kind of receipt in the fireplace that may or may not be a clue.
What's it a receipt for?
That's what I need to find out. See, it's half burned up. All I can read is the receipt number and the name of the place it's from. Zeke's.
Zeke's? You gotta be kidding me.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, I'm sitting here on our balcony in the French Quarter looking down at a place across the street called Zeke's.
That's great.
What a
So go over there
coincidence.
and ask whoever's behind the counter what receipt number 21-3872 is for.
Cool.
You want me to snoop?
I wouldn't call it snooping.
Forget it. Not gonna do it.
Bess,
I'm not good at that sneaking around stuff, Nancy. I get nervous, my tongue gets all knotted up, my palms sweat, to say nothing of my armpits.
Bess, receipt number 21-3872. Just go in and ask what it's for. No big deal.
Maybe not for you.
Bess, you can do it.
This is not gonna end well. I just know
you
it.
just have to
Okay,
ask a question.
I'll call you as soon as it's over.
Fine.
I'll be waiting.
Alright, well. Guess I'm going there. Oh my god. Instantly turn around and leave. I don't even know where to look at. Hi. It's the wind god. Or warrior or whatever. Ew. Oh. 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 Cool. I see. Oh my. How do I... Can I activate it? Yeah. Well, I can't seem to figure this out right now, so... Cool. Well,
Hey, doing a little end of the day shopping, huh? See something you like?
I like everything.
I like everything.
That's what I want to hear. I'm Lamont. This is my place. So if you got any questions, I'm the guy to ask.
Actually, I do have a question. This friend of mine found the number of a receipt that came from this shop, and she asked me to ask you what the receipt is for. But if you're really busy, or you'd rather not, or it's against the rules,
No problem. What's the number?
21-3872.
21
He just happens to be looking at that anyway.
872. Here we go. That ticket was for a large box of assorted unknown items I bought from Henry Bolet.
Oh,
And, that's all I can tell you.
cool.
Is something wrong?
Look, I just don't want to make trouble for anyone, okay?
Where's the box now?
It's still in the back room. I haven't had a chance to really go through it yet. Hey, is there something else I can help you with? Beads, hula dolls, old books. Got great deals on all of them.
Is Henry Bolet a friend of yours?
No, I met him at the reception at Bruno's house following the funeral. Gave Henry my card, said when he wanted to start liquidating, he should give me a call.
Was Bruno a friend of yours?
Way I hear it, Bruno Bolet didn't have any friends. But I wish he had been my friend. I mean, that house of his is filled with junk. He kept everything. For someone in my business, the place is knick-knack heaven.
Sure he is.
Seeing as this place is called Zeke's, and it's your place, shouldn't your name be Zeke?
Guy I bought this place from wouldn't sell it to me unless I swore I wouldn't change the name. So I didn't. Funny thing was, his name wasn't Zeke either. But
Maybe I'll have another look around in here.
sounds like a plan. Yo,
I'm gonna keep browsing if that's okay.
take your time.
So... Oh my gosh. Never mind, I will not continue doing that. Man, I really want to solve this, but I don't think... Maybe I'm missing some stuff actually, right? Because not all the spots are filled in. Well... Oh. Sneezing powder. What is it with them just like...
This might come in handy.
So you just...
Ew, P.U.
Why would you open it? I don't know if I want to open this. Okay, well, I have
Ooh,
to.
they weren't kidding.
And she's back.
What's up with all those bottles of weird stuff over there?
Hoodoo's something some of the more superstitious people around here practice. They think if you mix certain herbs and roots a certain way and drink them, or carry special objects around in little mojo bags, it can give you a supernatural edge in your daily life.
Does it work?
All I can tell you is, the stuff I got in here sells like hotcakes. Somebody thinks it works, so hey, who knows?
I think I'll look around some more.
You got a question, just holler.
Well, I guess I'll call Nancy then. Kinda cool to see like people walking around down there too.
Hello?
Good news and bad news, Nance. I found out that the receipt is for a box of stuff that Lamont, that's the guy who owns Zeke's, bought from Henry Bolet.
No kidding. What kind of stuff did Henry sell him?
That's the bad news. The box is in a back room, and it contains assorted unknown items, and that's all Lamont would tell me. Said something about not wanting to get anyone in trouble. So, looks like that's that.
No. You've got to get into the back room and find out what's in that box. Which means you're probably gonna have to...
Oh my gosh,
You know.
Nance, no.
Oh no, I'm not going to snoop, Nancy Drew. I told you, I'm a lousy snooper.
You've got to, Bess. The place could close by the time I got down there and tried to do it myself. And knowing what's in that box could be really important.
Could be? I'm supposed to risk life, limb, and liberty for something that could be important?
Yes, Bess, please, just find a way to distract this Lamont guy. Look through the box and leave. You can do that, okay?
You owe me, Nancy Drew. Oh, do you owe me?
You're the greatest. You really are.
Man, Nancy. You know, she's making it seem like it's so super urgent, like I have to solve this today. No. I really, really don't. Well, actually, hold on. This one would have to go here.
I'm getting there, I think.
I don't think so, because you're not giving me any ideas on how to do this.
I'm getting there, I think.
I think that might just be one of those puzzles that I have to look up because I have no fucking clue. Sure. Yeah, that's a little bit insane.
There, that should do it. Lamont, could you help me?
Sure, what do you need?
I can't quite reach that bottle up there. Could you get it for me?
Sure.
That is so far-fetched. So silly.
Oh no! Oh my gosh! Oh shoot! I'm sorry. I'll go get you something. What do you need?
Nose spray. Back room.
No spray, back room, got it.
Let's go, girl. Jeez.
Cute dog.
That's a lot of things. Oh my gosh. Lavec was just wondrous this summer. We both stayed in the south of France for only a few days to visit some old friends. Lorelei spent far too much time in the kitchen, golden braised pork shoulder roasts with turnips and roasted plums. And an entire quail wrapped in puff pastry. We brought only a simple chocolate cake from the street market. That was our dinner. She does things like that, you see, always trying to show up the guests. That's how she is. I must be off to the post quickly before the fog rolls in. I'm expecting parcels. We hope that all is well. Please keep in touch. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Some of these don't exist. Interesting. Okay. Yes, of course. Oh my, I don't think I have the time for this right now. No spray.
I need to go through that box for Nancy, then get the nose spray for Lamont.
Sure. Didn't I already do that? Let's... Okay, well, we've looked at... I mean, listen, I might be an idiot, but like... What am I supposed to do here? 3:32. I really need Nancy right now. Can I call you?
Hello?
I can tell you it's in the box of stuff Henry Boulay sold to the curio shop. Ready?
Let's hear it.
Okay, I found a really old photo of a boy and a dog, and there was a photo of an iguana dressed up like a pirate.
What?
You heard me. And there's a costume in the box of a skeleton man.
Really?
Thought you'd like that. There's also a box that's locked by some kind of letter combination and that has 2 pieces of paper stuck to it. On the first piece is a bunch of goofy stuff written by someone named Amelinda, and on the second is a bunch of numerical references to passages from Hamlet, some of which don't even exist according to a note that I think Lamont made.
Did you unlock the box?
No, I have no idea how.
Well, maybe there's something on those 2 pieces of paper that'll tell you.
I'm not gonna open the box.
Yes, you are. You have to.
Nancy.
There could be something really important inside.
Because of me, Lamont's out there having a sneezing conniption. I need to get him some nose spray before he breaks some part of his body I didn't even know he had.
Yeah, he's been
Bess,
sneezing there
please,
for like half an
You've got
hour.
to be thorough, and you've come too far to give up now. You can do it. I know you can.
Oh, all right.
Awesome. Maybe I can help you.
If you've got any suggestions, I sure wouldn't mind hearing them.
Okay. My guess is that some kind of code is involved.
You don't
You
say.
said that there are numerical references on the second page?
Yeah.
Yeah, to passages from Hamlet.
Maybe all that matters is the individual numbers and what order they're in. Try applying the numbers to what Amelinda wrote. Like, if the first number's 3, write down what the third letter is.
And if the second number's 5, I count 5 letters from there and write it down. Okay, I can do this. I won't call you again until after I've opened it.
Hold on, what? Did you write that down? Like, if the first number's 5, I should write down the 5th letter in what she wrote. If the second number is 7, I should count 7 letters from the 5th letter and write it down and keep going. Oh my god, are you serious? The hell is this kind of hint?
One eternity later.
Okay, I guess that actually makes sense. I don't know why it's in German, but Leben und Tod. Life and death. Holy! Dr. Boulay, this completes our transactions.
Whoa, this is weird. I better call Nancy and read this to her word for word.
This bar is now yours.
Wow, Bess, that is weird.
No, I'll tell you what's weird. The box the letter is in is padded, and it has this round indentation in it that's the exact size of a human skull. It's like it used to contain a skull, but now it doesn't.
Good job, Bess. I'm gonna poke around here and see if I can find out anything about a skull called the Whisperer. You better go take care of Lamont.
Would you believe it? The guy is still sneezing. He must keep nose spray around because something's wrong with his sinuses. Oh, he's gonna hate me.
Oh my goodness, what was this puzzle? That was so confusing. Anyway, guess I'll go talk to Henry now.
Yes?
Nothing. Absolutely
I'll
nothing.
stop bugging you now.
Awesome.
Okay. Well, yes, we actually have this thing, so... There. It does fit there. And everyone does look kind of like a zombie. I mean, like a vampire. We did see this thing. Did I die? I guess not. It's a very aggressive spider. Well, yeah. So what is this for? Oh, you can hear it by the sound, which ones it does. Okay. We don't know how to put them exactly. So I guess I have to figure out how to, in what combination, in what order I have to put them exactly, because that ain't working. So we saw this. Is there more? Hold on, what was... Creepy music. Dandelions, we saw. Oh, oh, here we go. Remember way. Looks like we need something here. Well, I don't see anything here right now.
Yes?
How come your great-uncle's crypt is in the garden and not in the cemetery?
Don't ask me. It's kind of weird. Apparently he built the crypt himself, but he never indicated in his will or anywhere else that that's where he wanted to be buried. I stuck his ashes in there anyway and had the thing inscribed. If that's not what he wanted, too bad.
I'll stop bugging you now.
Groovy.
Hello, Nancy?
Hey, Ned.
It's about time you called. Did you make it to New Orleans okay?
Yep.
Have you seen Henry?
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
I'm
yeah,
not
but
sure I like the
didn't
way you
call him
said
earlier.
that. Is he okay?
He's fine. Well, he's the executor of his great-uncle Bruno's estate, which he's not real happy about. But he and his great-uncle weren't that close, so he's not grief-stricken or anything.
Well then, are you okay?
Other than being attacked on my way into Henry's house by a skeleton wearing a red ascot and getting knocked out by the smoke bomb he threw at me, I'm fine too.
What?
Let's just say that I've stumbled onto a mystery, and I'm not leaving till I solve it.
Why am I not surprised? Is Bess with you?
No, but she has been helping me.
So tell me about this skeleton man.
Well, it was someone in a costume, obviously. He or she was leaning over something in the great room when I walked in and surprised them.
So they threw a smoke bomb at you and ran?
Yeah, I must have interrupted whatever they were doing.
What were they leaning over?
A scale model of the cemetery next door. Henry says his great-uncle Bruno made it so he could keep track of who was buried there. Apparently, Bruno used to oversee the cemetery. And right near the scale model, I found a tracing of some kind of symbol. I'm thinking maybe Skeleton Man dropped it.
Why would Skeleton Man be interested in the scale model of a cemetery?
Good question. Maybe I'll take a real good look around in there and see if I can find out.
Good idea.
I'm still trying to figure out how you got to be friends with Henry.
Well, we're not best friends or anything. Heck, we're not really even friends. I just feel sorry for the guy. I mean, he never hangs out with anyone between classes, and when I'd heard there'd been a death in the family, I just wanted to make sure he was okay all by himself down there.
Don't worry, he's fine. Although I think he misses his parents a lot. I saw him out in the cemetery by what I think is their crypt. He seemed pretty upset.
I'm not surprised. I get the feeling that what Henry looks like on the outside is just the opposite of what he looks like on the inside.
You know, you're a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, I know.
Bruno Bolet's housekeeper, Renee, is still here, despite the fact that she and Henry don't really get along that well.
Why do you think she's staying on?
She says it's because Bruno paid her in advance.
But you don't believe her.
10% of Bruno's estate is supposed to go to her. Only she thinks, and with kind of good reason, that Henry's been selling off Bruno's assets on the sly. So it wouldn't surprise me if she's staying on so she can try to bust him.
What's this kind of good reason stuff?
I know for a fact that Henry sold a box of Bruno's things to a local curio shop.
So this Renee person isn't just being paranoid.
What this Renee person is freaky.
In what way?
She wanted me to drink some strange-looking concoction after I passed out from the smoke bomb, but she refused to tell me what was in it. And she wears this weird little pouch around her neck. Says what's inside it connects her to the energy that powers the universe.
She's probably harmless, but stay on her good side, just in case.
How about a hint?
What do you need?
A hint.
When it comes to those buzzard statues in the garden, I know I'm probably supposed to make the feathers of that one buzzard form a certain pattern. But how am I supposed to know what that pattern is?
Keep your eyes peeled for a book which Bruno Bolet wrote, and once you find it, pay close attention to what he has to say about statues and keys.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
No big deal. See ya.
A book? Can I call that?
Due to current weather and road conditions, cab service to the greater New Orleans area has been temporarily suspended. We regret being unable to serve you at this time.
Fantastic. Oh, now I can interact with this. Oh. Ooh.
What was that?
That was Uncle Bruno's pet iguana, Iggy. He's always in here stealing paper. He must be using it to build a nest or something. Look, I had all those books arranged so they fit perfectly in that box. Put them back in, okay? I don't have time.
I just want to look through this one book.
Go right ahead. After you put all those other books back.
Fine. I can see the book that you want to look at. Let's see. That is too tall. I mean, not tall enough. I can't rotate it, so it's got to go there. It's a little too big. Can I put you here? There we go. It's not where I put it, but okay. Crystal Skull Factor Fable. Hotchkiss! Yes! 3427. Factor Fable. An overview. One of the most ancient and widespread legends known to humankind can be summed up thusly. Scattered over the earth are 13 humanoid skulls carved out of pure crystal. At some point in the future, fate will bring the 13 skulls together and they will speak, imparting wisdom that will save the human race from annihilation and usher in a golden era of peace and enlightenment. There are several versions of this legend. In one, the skulls were created by Mayans, Incans, or Aztecs, and collectively form a repository of information detailing how and why humans came to be. Another legend credits their creation to the extraterrestrials who seeded the earth with the human race and left the skulls behind to explain their actions at some point in the future. Yet another contender, the skulls are ancient in origin, but more important, that each skull is somehow magical in and of itself. The distinctive gifts they offer their owners reputedly include precognition, clairvoyance, telekinesis, and, of course, immortality. Some variations combine all of the above. What is both indisputable and intriguing about the general legend and its smaller, colorful variations is that several mysterious crystal skulls have indeed been discovered in the past millennium, turning up in all corners of the world, of the earth. What follows is an examination of everything that is currently known about these skulls in hopes of separating the facts of their existence from the fantasies of human imagination. The Whisperer, the first documented reference to the crystal skull known as the Whisperer, came in 1532, shortly after Hernando de Soto helped Francisco Pizarro ambush and captured the Incan Emperor Atahualpa at the Battle of Cajamarca. De Soto's aide de camp, while updating the De Soto's expedition's records, noted that during Atahualpa's subsequent imprisonment, De Soto befriended the Incan ruler. In time, Atahualpa told De Soto a secret. He possessed an exquisitely detailed, life-sized human skull that the ancient ones had carved out of pure, clear crystal. He happened upon it at the hut of a deceased high priest whose astonishingly advanced age had caused his fellow priests, out of fear and jealousy, to slip him a fatal dose of poison. Atahualpa took a fancy to the skull and kept it, and soon realized that the skull, which he contended would sometimes whisper to him in an unearthly voice, using unfamiliar words, was giving him immunity to all human ailments. As long as he possessed the skull, Atahualpa told De Soto, he would live forever. But like the priest before him, and like everyone who possesses the particular skull after him, Atahualpa soon discovered that while the skull could perhaps protect him from the ravages of time and nature, it was no match for the treachery of his fellow men. To De Soto's great surprise and dismay, Pizarro had Atahualpa executed. Although there is no other mention of the skull in De Soto's records, it is highly doubtful that the Spaniard would have left such a treasure behind when he returned to Europe in 1536. Indeed, the next documented reference to the crystal skull, which Atahualpa seems to have inadvertently bequeathed to De Soto, came in a letter written by a nobleman in the court of Philip II, the member of the Austrian Habsburg family who took over the Spanish Empire in 1556. While a guest at the Habsburgs' palace in Vienna, the nobleman mentions encountering a crystalline head of death, which a manservant swore made utterances strange and low, too terrible for the ear to bear. Apparently, the skull then made its way to France, most likely via Anne of Austria, who married King Louis XVIII of France in 1615. Because the next reference to a death's head carved from remarkably clear crystal can be found in the manifest of a ship belonging to René Robert Cavelier, Sieur de la Salle, a French explorer who, 1684, was preparing for a journey that would take the skull, ironically, back to the New World from which it came. The fact that La Salle took the skull with him on his expedition to colonize the Mississippi River Valley suggests that he may have been aware of its reputation for conferring immortality upon its owner. But once again, his real enemy proved to be not age or disease, but his fellow men. A group of his men stranded in what is now Texas after the expedition landed in the wrong place and antagonized the local Native Americans, eventually mutinied and killed La Salle so they could abandon their mission and head for the relative safety of the French outposts in Canada. The Whisperer, however, appears to have been left behind and didn't reappear until almost 200 years later. The photo to the right, found in the basement of a library in Jonesboro, Arkansas, suggests that by 1881 Atahualpa's crystal skull had found itself in the hands of a traveling huckster who apparently used it to lure potential patrons to his wagon so he could sell them various balms and elixirs. If he is the same Curtis Caldwell who, according to census records, settled in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, he lived and worked to the ripe old age of 93, dying only when a dissatisfied customer set fire to his house in a fit of anger. If the Whisperer was a Caldwell's house, it no doubt survived the fire, but exactly what happened to it next has proved impossible to discern, and its current whereabouts is a mystery. But what is known about the skull's previous owners could prove very useful in solving that mystery, for all the people who have possessed it have had two things in common. They lived for an unusually long time, and they always, without exception, met with death at the hand of another. In other words, the trail that leads to the discovery of this particular crystal skull will likely be one that begins with murder. Maybe not. Let me give that phone number a call. I assume that's Hotchkiss's number. Yeah.
Yes, hello?
Hi, my name's Nancy Drew. Is this Professor Hotchkiss?
I am she, Nancy Drew. Your name has a ring to it. Do I know you?
You do?
Yes, as a matter of fact, we met a little while back in Wisconsin.
Oh, yes, you were the delightful young lady doling out the samples in the tasting room of that cheese factory. Yum, yum.
No, I met you at Wickford Castle.
That's ridiculous. There was no cheese tasting room at Wickford Castle.
No, we were both guests there. I found a journal written by Marie Antoinette which you translated. Remember?
Thanks to you, suddenly all I can think about is how wonderful a nice big slab of Colby cheese would taste right now. Listen, Mandy, I'm on a deadline, so if you could please just tell me why you called.
But my name isn't...
Deadline! Let's cut to the chase, shall we? Chop, chop.
Did a man from New Orleans named Bruno Bollet ever call you?
Ah, now there's a name you can remember.
Rude.
Bollet. Nice and French. I'm a scholar of French history, you know.
I do.
Yes, I know. So did Bruno Bollet call you?
Indeed he did. Oui, oui.
Why did he call, if you don't mind my asking?
Because he had read my book, of course. The Crystal Skulls. Fact or fable, one of my best efforts. Sold like hotcakes, smothered in a rich, tangy lemon sauce.
Did he say anything about owning one of the skulls himself?
I would have hung up on him straight away if he had. I tell you, Brandy, if I had $1 for every crackpot who's called claiming to own one of those skulls, I'd be able to dine at the Russian tea room every evening for the rest of my life. All right, that's a bit of hyperbole, but you get the picture. No. If memory serves, we talked mostly about the skull called the Whisperer. He wanted to know if I had learned any more about it since my book was published, which I hadn't, or if I had any theory as to what happened to it, which I didn't.
And that was the extent of your conversation?
Well, now, let me think. My, such insatiable curiosity, Nellie. You remind me of someone I encountered on one of my journeys. But for the life of me, I cannot remember her name or the circumstances.
Nancy Drew? Wickford Castle?
Ah! The eyes have it.
I'm sorry?
That's what Bruno Bollet said when I turned the tables and asked him if he had any idea where the Whisperer was. He said, the eyes have it. Then he chuckled and hung up.
How much would a crystal skull like the Whisperer be worth?
In this crazy day and age, where the shorn hair and used tissues of celebrities get sold for thousands of dollars, there's absolutely no telling, Candy. $500,000 easily. Maybe even $1 million. Maybe 2. Maybe 10. The sky's the limit. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
If someone found a skull made of crystal, how could they be sure it's one of the crystal skulls?
Wonderful question, Francie. How indeed? Because there are sure to be thousands of fakes out there. Perhaps tens of thousands. But remember, the real skulls were made long before the tools commonly used for carving today were invented. Which means, let's put on our thinking caps.
Modern-day tools would have left marks if the skull was a fake?
Exactly so. Mind you, the marks on a good fake would be microscopic and thus imperceptible to the human eye. However, any thorough laboratory analysis would quickly unmask a counterfeit.
So the only way to prove that a skull is the real deal is by proving it's not a fake?
And by examining its provenance, its history of ownership. If it can be shown that a particular specimen has been passed along from antiquity into modern times and didn't just suddenly appear in, say, Germany in the mid-19th century, that would tend to support its authenticity as well.
The idea that the Whisperer can make its owner immortal, do you believe that?
I believe that things that defy any so-called rational explanations happen all the time, Nessie. Now, does that mean there are mysterious external forces at work in the universe of which we do not and cannot ever have full knowledge? Or does it all boil down to us? If the human heart desperately wants something to be true, does the human mind have the power to make it true? Who knows? Oh, questions, questions, questions. Oh, how dreary life would be without them.
Those are some solid theories, too.
In your book, you said that all the people who've ever owned the Whisperer were murdered, yet Bruno Bolet dropped dead of a heart attack.
Are you saying the Whisperer was in his possession after all? The scallywag! Why didn't he tell me that? Oh, that's right, I would have hung up on him.
Exactly.
Well, if that's the case, then I strongly suggest you take a close look at his so-called heart attack, Sandy. Because if he owned the skull and he died, I guarantee you it was at the hands of someone else. Or my name's not Beatrice Gertrude Winifred Hotchkiss.
I'd better go. Thank you.
Good luck to you, dear.
She's fun. I like her so much.
Yes?
I'm afraid you're going to be stuck with me for a while.
Let me guess. Because of the big storm that's blowing in. Everyone in the city's freaking out and you can't get a cab.
Exactly.
Bingo.
Person at the bank told me. Just before she put me on hold for 2 hours. Don't worry, we've got plenty of food here. Beds, candles. You're welcome to stay.
That's
How did Bruno
nice.
die, if you don't mind my asking?
Just dropped dead in the front hallway. I mean, the guy was 95 years old. Here, check it out. Myocardial infarction. That's doctor speak for heart attack.
Attending physician Dr. Gilbert Buford, 504-555-9970. Was that Bruno's doctor?
And his best friend, or so I'm told. I've never met him.
Interesting keychain.
That's one of Uncle Bruno's glass eyes. It's the one he was wearing when he died.
How nice.
Anything else?
I'll let you get back to work.
Sounds good.
So he's got one more eye that I need. Let's go make yet another call, I guess.
This is Dr. Gilbert Buford's answering service. How may I help you?
I need to talk to Dr. Buford. Could you maybe give me a number where I can reach him?
No, ma'am, I cannot. Is this an emergency?
Sort of. I mean, it's not a medical emergency. See, I'm only going to be in town for a short time, and Dr. Buford and I have this mutual friend who died recently, and I just really need to talk to him about it.
Need some consoling, huh?
Yes, I need some consoling. That's it exactly.
Well, tell you what. It's against the rules to give you his phone number, but I can tell you that now that he's all but retired, Dr. Buford spends most of his evenings at his favorite gumbo stand down in the French Quarter. If you really need to talk to him, you can probably find him there.
Great. Do you know the address?
It's at the corner of Rampart and Domain.
Did you say Rampart and Domain?
I did indeed. Granny Pumpkin's Cajun cooking. They make some darn fine gumbo.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, and I'm truly sorry about your loss.
My loss?
That mutual friend of yours and Dr. Buford's?
Oh, right. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Bye.
Oh my goodness. Okay, let's call Bess then. I think I know.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. It's me.
So what's been happening? Tell me everything.
Well, let's see. Since the last time we talked, I was just about getting ready.
Interesting stuff.
But the reason I called is, I need you to talk to this doctor named Gilbert Buford, who, as it turns out, likes to hang out at a gumbo stand called Granny Pumpkin's Cajun Cookin', which should be right across from our hotel.
You just want me to talk to him? That's it? Nothing nefarious? No black ops stuff?
He was Bruno Bolet's doctor, and apparently his best friend, too. I just need for you to see if he thinks there was anything weird about the way Bruno died.
What do you mean by weird?
I mean, I kind of think maybe Bruno was murdered.
Murdered? By whom?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Everyone's a suspect at this point.
Including this Gilbert Buford guy?
Well...
Great, I'm gonna be chatting up Jack the Ripper.
Oh, I'm sure the guy's fine, but be subtle, just in case.
Well, I can see the gumbo stand from our balcony. If he's the guy that's sitting down there, I guess he looks harmless. Okay, I'll go talk to him.
Thanks, Bess. Let me know what happens.
Cheerio.
Cool, let's go talk to him.
Why, hello, young lady. How kind of you to grace an old man with your lovely presence.
Are you Dr. Gilbert Buford?
I'm delighted to report that I am indeed.
Your answering service said I'd probably find you here.
This here is my favorite spot in the whole city. Delicious gumbo, pleasing view, particularly now, I might add.
My name's Bess Marvin. I'd like to ask you some questions about Bruno Bolet, if that's okay?
I'd prefer subject matter of a happier nature, but I do not want to seem inhospitable, so what is it you want to know?
Is it true that Dr. Bolet was your best friend?
Well, now, I was certainly his best friend, but I cannot honestly say that he was mine. Fact is, while socializing with my fellow man, particularly with pretty young women such as yourself, has always been a source of pleasure for me, Bruno was just the opposite. Unfortunately, the older he got, the more numerous his idiosyncrasies became, and the less concern about their negative effect upon others he became.
His idiosyncrasies didn't bother you?
Now, as a doctor of medicine, I am not only accustomed to dealing with the abnormal, but I find that I'm actually drawn to it. I, for one, thoroughly enjoyed Bruno's outlandish personality, although at the same time I fear it may have played a role in his demise. You see, he died of a myocardial infarction, most likely caused by age-related atherosclerosis. Dying of a heart attack is all too common for people who are socially isolated, and Bruno Bolet had most certainly become that.
Did they do an autopsy on Dr. Bolet?
No. Given Bruno's advanced age and the absence of any indication of foul play, an autopsy was deemed unnecessary, and the body was cremated according to Bruno's wishes.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about owning a crystal skull?
Why, yes. Yes, he did. In fact, he showed it to me once. Said it had magical powers. Said owning it was going to allow him to live forever. I thought it was utter nonsense and told him so. Well, he didn't appreciate that at all. Refused to talk to me for a full 2 weeks.
What'd the skull look like?
It was quite beautiful, actually. Life-size, perfect in form and clarity, like a diamond almost. Tell me, Miss Bess, what do you know about that crystal skull?
This friend of mine, who is also a friend of Henry Bolet, you know, Dr. Bolet's great-nephew. Anyway, while she was visiting Henry, she saw this book in Bruno's library about the legendary crystal skulls and was kind of intrigued and thought that since Henry said that you were pretty much Bruno's only friend, maybe Bruno had said something to you about it, and as it turns out, he had. That's all I know.
I see. Well, much as I'd like to believe that skull holds the key to immortality, I'm afraid Bruno's passing proves it's worthless. Although it would make an attractive paperweight, as I recall. Tell your friend not to give it another thought.
Where was Dr. Bolet when he had his MI?
In the foyer of his house, just inside the front door. In fact, I hadn't seen him for a while, so I picked that day to pay him a visit. I walked up to the front door, found it unlocked as usual, opened it, and there he was, lying on the floor in obvious distress. The next thing I know, his housekeeper came running in and started shrieking and carrying on, until finally I sent her out of the room so she could summon an ambulance, and I could once again hear myself think. Well, let's see. Then I knelt down and saw that he wasn't breathing. So I pulled him away from the doorway so I'd have more room to work on him and began chest compressions. I continued until the medics arrived, but nothing they did made a difference either.
Was Dr. Bolet unconscious the whole time?
Yes, he was.
Can you remember anything that might indicate what he was doing by the front door? I mean, had he just come in from a walk? Was he wearing a hat? Was he holding anything? Had he dropped something? An umbrella? Sunglasses?
Wait a minute. Why, yes, he was holding something. A piece of paper. And on the floor next to him was an envelope. He must have collapsed while reading a letter.
Do you know what happened to it?
Now, I know the letter was no longer in Bruno's hand when the paramedics arrived, so perhaps he released the letter when I moved him. And yet, I do not recall seeing it on the floor when they wheeled him out the door. Iggy.
What's icky?
Iggy. Iggy is an iguana Bruno befriended, then turned loose in his home. It soon developed the annoying habit of stealing paper and stockpiling it in the vent system.
Are you saying an iguana made off with the letter Bruno had been reading?
It would not have been the first time a missing document ended up in Iggy's possession. Renee would periodically call me saying the lizard had absconded with one of Bruno's prescriptions and would I please write her up a replacement. In any case, Bruno once told me he was training Iggy. Said he taught Iggy to retrieve the things it had stolen.
Do you think it's possible that Renee caused Dr. Bolet's death by, say, hoarding the pills from those missing prescriptions and giving them to him all at once?
No. Had he died of an overdose of the medications I had prescribed, the manner of his death would have been quite different. But he died of a heart attack. Of that, I am certain. However, I know for a fact that Renee is deeply involved in the practice of hoodoo. And as Bruno's housekeeper, she had ample opportunity to use it against my poor old friend.
You mean hoodoo really works?
Young lady, never, ever underestimate the power of suggestion. If a person believes in something, even on a subconscious level, fantasy can easily become fact. And who knows what rubbish Renee filled Bruno's mind with? Drink this, don't eat that, this brings good luck, that brings bad, day in and day out. Even if he said he didn't believe a word of it, who knows how much his subconscious was absorbing? He was very old and vulnerable. So could Renee have caused Bruno to have that fatal heart attack? There's not a doubt in my mind she could indeed.
Damn.
I've bugged you enough.
Feel free to drop by any time.
I'm pretty sure I will. Cool. Nance?
Hello?
Hi, Nance. Okay, here's what's been happening at my end.
And that's pretty much it.
Good work. I'll take it from here. Thanks again.
Good luck. Bye.
Cool. Renee?
Hello again.
Did Dr. Bolet ever say anything to you about a crystal skull? He may have referred to it as the Whisperer.
No, he never so much as mentioned a crystal skull, whispering or otherwise.
Were you in the house when Dr. Bolet passed away?
I was indeed. I was in the library cleaning when all of a sudden I heard a big thump. I hurried out to investigate, and sure enough, there was Dr. Bolet lying by the front door. And as I rushed over to him, the door opened and in walked Gilbert Buford. He took one look at Dr. Boley and hollered at me to call 911. So I ran back into the library and did just that. When I came back out, Gilbert was leaning over Dr. Boley, listening for breathing, I suppose. And then he started pushing up and down on his chest. But it was too late. Even I could tell that Dr. Boley was gone.
How was it that Gilbert was able to just walk right in like that?
As you yourself discovered, people around here seldom lock their front doors during the day. But you know, in the back of my mind, I have always wondered about Gilbert Buford showing up at the door at that exact moment.
That is fair.
I understand that Dr. Boley had some interesting pets, like an iguana.
That man never met a creature he didn't like. He'd train them to do all kinds of silly tricks, then let them run free, inside the house as well as out.
Do you know how he went about training them?
I surely do not. Don't get me wrong. I liked Dr. Boley, I truly did. But I swear, sometimes his activities made as much sense to me as bathing in a bayou full of gators.
I'd better get going.
Take care, hon.
We found this one. I do wonder what this is about. Weird. You know, I was thinking earlier, it's now like cold and raining where I'm at as well, and it makes me also happy, and I think this game is what started this for me. Let's try Ned.
Hey, Nancy. How's it going?
Pretty good.
Meaning...
Are you familiar with the legend of the so-called crystal skulls?
Is that where aliens supposedly scattered a bunch of perfectly formed crystal skulls all around the world like thousands of years ago? And all the skulls have different magical powers?
Something like that, yeah. Apparently Henry's uncle was the proud owner of the Whisperer, the skull that was supposed to make whoever owned it live forever.
Only now he's dead and another superstition bites the dust.
Maybe not. See, this book I found in Bruno's library said no one who has owned the Whisperer has ever died of natural causes.
So how did they die?
They were all murdered.
Come on, you don't believe that crystal skull stuff is true, do you?
Who knows?
I'm not sure what I believe yet. But right now, what I think doesn't matter. The people who knew Bruno had the skull, if one of them believed in the Whisperer's power, they may have figured the only way they'd ever be rid of Bruno was to cause his death.
But didn't he die of a stroke or something?
Heart attack.
Well, there you go. Natural causes.
You can cause
Heart attacks can be induced.
You've been watching too many of those forensic detective shows.
That may be, but what's really interesting is the skull is missing.
That is interesting.
And I'll bet you anything that's what my bony friend in the red ascot was looking for.
Does Henry know where the skull is?
I haven't gotten around to asking him about it yet. But if that skull is still around here, I intend to find it.
I kind of figured that.
Bruno Boley's doctor, Gilbert Buford, was apparently Bruno's best friend as well.
Think Bruno told him about the skull?
Yes, in fact, Dr. Buford told Bess that Bruno showed it to him once. But apparently he told Bruno the skull was bogus, and Bruno got a little ticked off. Never showed it to him again.
Well, when it comes to murdering someone and making it look like a heart attack, a doctor's got to be right up there when it comes to suspects.
Don't worry, I've been thinking the same thing.
Oh. Oh my. I suppose... How do I sort that? Maybe key as well. Okay. I didn't realize that was something I was supposed to do. Fascinating. Is there anything like that here? Alright, well, in that case, let's take a look here. Oh, that's the thing for here. Wow, I really did not look at everything in the garden, huh? Never mind, it doesn't work.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Ned.
What's going on?
Well,
Think you could give me a hint?
You bet.
I have a feeling the paintings. Okay. Sure.
I have a feeling the paintings in the great room need to be arranged a certain way. Any idea what that certain way is?
Remember that bookmarker you found in the book about the crystal skulls? Well, take a good look at the paintings and see if something in each painting corresponds to something on that card. If so, you'll be on your way.
Great, I really appreciate it.
No big deal. See ya.
Wow. I'm feeling really dumb playing this game so far. Holy, it's true. I didn't even realize this. I'm like, 4 up top, 5 at the bottom. What could that be? I guess it's what they're holding in their hands. Maybe. Let's see. H for hat. T for toothbrush. Lollipop. X would be here. Banana. Fan. Umbrella. I don't know what the M is for, but sure. Fantastic. Ah, Eye of the Beholder. Cool. So...
Come on, Summer, give me a break here. You never said anything about that. Well, how was I supposed to know? I mean, what am I, telepathic? No, come on, don't get upset. Look, I'll see what I can do, okay? What do you mean, something else? You gotta be kidding me, Summer. I don't have that kind of money. No, I meant I don't have it now, but I will soon, okay? Bye.
Well, if that's your
Aw,
girlfriend,
man.
you should probably break up with her. Oh. Ah, I see. That is the one puzzle I actually remember. There we go. Cool. We've got the key. Alright, let's go back. Okay, I can just open it. Key. There we go. look at that, more junk. Awesome. Chicken. Oh hell yeah, I want the chicken. One more. Do I get a prize? I just get chicken. Sound effect here is funny. Pretty sure it's just like a person going tuk, 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 tuk. Ooh, we got an eye. Let's see. This is where they
This must be
go.
where I'm supposed to put all the glass eyes I've found. Let's see how we're doing.
I got 5 out of 25. Cool. Fantastic. Doing amazing. Oh, this is where it came from, I guess. See. Does it play anything else? Teeny. Oh, for the eye I have to play that. Oh man. For some reason I think there's gonna be an eye here as well. Oh. Oh, hold on. Oh, so that's... Wait. So this is where we came from, and then that's another door. Oh, that leads in the room, probably. Okay. Short stories for tired eyes. Ooh boy. By Bruno Bolet, dedicated to those who hear the whisper. Table of contents, time will tell. Librarian's tale. The history of Quincy. Steps in the right direction. The key to the statues are key. Plentiful pirates and nautical nonsense. Time will tell, part 1. At exactly midday, the teacher said to his class, what time will it be when 3 hours have passed? Let's pretend it's that time and move ahead 2 hours more. And from there, let's say that it's 9 hours before. Okay, if 6 hours before then we'd made notes of the time, what time would it be if it moved ahead 9? His students wrote down 6 numbers in all, then went back to their daydreams of things big and small. At high noon, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed bad man Bart. 5 hours ago, one told you to leave town, and you swore you'd be gone in 3. There's a reason why you're still here. I left right when I said I would, Bart exclaimed, but just as I was riding out... Oh, that wasn't I. Just as I was riding out, my horse threw a shoe. I took him straight to the blacksmith, but he was real busy. Said it would be 5 hours till he finished with my horse. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled. Because 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're gonna be real sorry, understand? Bart understood. He went back to the blacksmith, and an hour later was on his way out of town. It was midnight on a dark and stormy night. Only 4 hours before, I had seen my dear friend Hollis, who informed me he was leaving for the court of the Star Chamber in a mere 2 hours, and feared he would never return. I realized that 6 hours after he was to enter the chamber, I was to surrender myself to Count Blackburn. I had no way of knowing whether, after the usual 5 hours of interrogation, I would be able to keep my rendezvous with Lucretia 2 hours later. Would the Count let me leave, or would he imprison me forever? I was terrified. Okay, A Librarian's Tale. A great keeper of books, it's true am I. Many a reader through me can spy on wondrous worlds that will never die. You could say it's magic, the librarian's eye, but to get such an eye, you must first take a look at the cards that keep track of every book, the titles, the thing, editions, the hook, that will let you remove the orb from its nook. Interesting. The history of Quincy T. Booker's teeth. Oh, primary teeth history. Filled up a right second molar. Permanent teeth history. Extracted lower right canine. Alright, steps in the right direction. In a place where bones are buried, so is something too that you seek. Start where Charlie Wicker sleeps. Tread lightly on ground that sinks and seeps. Charlie will give you the directions, but count on my shovel to find a way. When you find a place, a monumental task awaits. So I need a shovel. The key to the statues are key. Maybe. Statues hide secrets bound. Mechanical feathers from metal were found. Wires and springs and levers were wound. As levers are pulled, solutions compound. A feather stands up, another falls down. You won't need to peek if you listen to sound. Inside this drawing, a solution is found. Master of Buzzards drops key to the ground. Cool, I can finally do this one. Plentiful pirates and nautical nonsense, stealthily stalking them, famishing and anxious, out hunting west waters. He was I don't know what that means. Out here were the sea-stricken pirates aplenty. A week's worth of looting left their large stomachs empty. Down to the port we'll plunder some dinner, but the truth is that these pirates could have been thinner. Their villainous vessels was bugged down by booty. They would drop off the treasure and away they'd be scooting. They would foul out the village and make a great mess. Down to the mangroves they'd surely digress. Ah, it's a beastie, swim for your lives. The calm sea's treachery left a surprise. A long-legged beastie whose eyes were aglow had spotted some treasure in the hold down below, and his curious nature could not let it go, so he tore down the hull, and alarmed were the pirates, he started to break down the structures inside it. His nautical naughtiness knocked down the ship. Those petrified pirates were muddled and miffed. So they fired their guns at this grand octopus, at one leg, at two legs, at left legs, then six. But the creature continued with two other arms. The northwestern water wailed in with alarm. The pirates abandoned this nautical nonsense and swam right to shore with their rather large haunches. But gaggles of gunmen got left getting gobbled. The creature was angry, in its own ink is bobbled. So down dove the octopus right to his den. He spit out their bones and fashioned a fence. And each treasure, of course, he had not left behind. He'd befriend all these baubles in very short time, and long lived this octopus hidden away, but his fate fell quite quickly on one fateful day. Huh. Oh, thank God I can take it with me. Calendar. Shiver Parlor House. '26, 22nd. Shuttle. Iridescent Pearl West Bank.
May 31st? That's today.
Rampart and Domain. Scuttle Boats. Davy Jones, Beverly something. Indian Beach. What's this? On this day, November 8th, 1952, the Jolly Roger crew of New Orleans hereby invites Dr. Bruno Sinclair Bollet to join its hallowed ranks. Speak of this to no one, save the man who has championed you and will, should you accept this invitation, serve as your sponsor during the invitation process. Dr. Gilbert Buford. Welcome. Oh. Bruno, as usual, a good time was had by all. Your friend and fellow Jolly Roger Gilbert. Ooh. Oh, we have an eye. E. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try that again.
Gotcha!
Hehe. Watermelon. The sound. Guess I cannot open this. Well.
There must be another way out.
Oh. I didn't even see that. Oh, that's what it... Oh. How come this is exactly what is in the book as well? Let's see. Baza. G. I don't see G. Well, let's say D. P.
Pa, Sha, D, Pa, D, Moo, Pa.
Well, that wasn't it. Yes, I did. There we go. Let me check the symbols one more time. How do I turn? Oops. Oh yeah, I did write it down wrong. Cool. Lou. Cool, 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 cool. What else? The spider we can do. Get another eye. So what was it? This is See. Yeah, there it is. Awesome. Why would you put a nest with a spider here though? Maybe it would be a good idea to take another look around his libraries and since that's oh yeah, the book. The book that we saw through the peephole. Eye of the Beholder. Hell yeah. Cool. And then we can probably do this one somehow. So okay, so the second feather doesn't move anyway. And 2 would be every other. 3 I have to click. 2 and 4 and 3. Didn't sound right. Nothing at all. 4 it is. There we go. Ooh. Oh. Goes in here. Another eye. Yup. Well, that's a lot of eyes all at once. And one more. Okay. We've got 12 now, I guess. So, do I have anything about teeth anywhere? Can I look it up or something? I feel like there's got to be a book of teeth somewhere. Because I cannot tell you which tooth is which. Miniature Modelers of America. First place, Bruno.
Did your great uncle by any chance wear a glass eye?
Several of them.
Wore a glass eye for as long as I can remember. Had a whole collection of them. Like to wear a different color every day. How did I not see this before? So there is something about this one as well. Beatcaster.
A librarian's tale.
Oh, yeah.
Something Bruno Bollet wrote in that Tired Eyes book mentioned the librarian's eye.
Right. My eye and the left all else. he might have a bit of an idea, but cat's eye. Cavities in their prevention. Where do I find this? Okay.
Yes?
Do you think I could borrow your keychain? The one that has Bruno's glass eye on it?
You want to borrow it? What for?
That's complicated.
Actually, all I really want is the eye. I mean, it's just so cool.
What if you break it?
I won't. I'll be really careful, I promise.
I don't think I want to take that chance. Sorry.
The box of your great uncle's things that you sold to Zeke's curio shop, that was a no-no, wasn't it?
What box of things? I don't know what you're talking about.
I checked out that half-burned receipt from Zeke's that I found in the fireplace.
Well, somebody screwed up somewhere because I haven't sold anything to anybody. Why would I sell one lousy box of stuff when I'm about to inherit a whole house full of stuff? Get real.
You sold it because you needed some quick cash in order to keep Summer happy, didn't you?
How do you know about her?
Playing detective is actually a lot more than a hobby with me. I could make a lot of trouble for you, Henry, but if you come clean, tell me about Summer.
She's this girl I'm in love with. I think she loves me back, but she's so unpredictable it drives me nuts.
How is she unpredictable?
I never know what's gonna make her happy. Like, just before I left, I took practically every bit of cash I had and bought her a bunch of CDs. You know, to keep her occupied while I was gone, right? Well, soon as I get here, she calls and says her sound system just went bluey, and I had to buy her a new one, because what good were the CDs I bought her if she couldn't play them? So then
you threw a bunch of Bruno's things into a box and sold it to that curio shop.
Yeah. I wired her the money, but then she called and said she also needed new headphones. Next call, it was new speakers. And now she expects me to buy her a flat-screen TV. When I try to
Sounds
talk
like
to her
a gold
about
digger,
always
boy.
wanting more like that, she gets really mad. But I'm afraid if I don't give her what she wants, I'm afraid she'll dump me.
Maybe it's better
I
that way.
couldn't take that. I mean, she's the only girlfriend I've ever had. Ever will have, probably. Look, you don't need to go telling Renee or any of those lawyers about selling that stuff, right?
I guess I could just forget all about it. Especially if you were to, say, do something for me.
Like give me
I know.
the eye.
You still want the glass eye? Take it. Go ahead. It's all yours. You want something, I want something. Take it and we're even, okay?
Well, it's not like you sold off half the estate or anything.
$300. That's all I've gotten out of his estate. I swear. Go on, take it. I was naughty, but from now on I'll be
Naughty.
nice, I promise.
Do you know anything about the crystal skull that was in that box of junk you sold to Zeke's?
There wasn't any crystal skull in that box.
Are you sure? It would have been inside another box.
Well, I did throw in some smaller boxes. Like I said, I was just grabbing stuff. Was it valuable?
Kinda.
All I really know for sure right now is that it's missing.
Great. Be just my luck to have sold something that wasn't junk to that glorified trash collector.
I'm going to keep looking around.
Whatever.
Oh, Renee! Guess what?
Hello again.
Nice talking to you.
Thanks for coming by.
Oh, man. Okay. Let's be real. Oh, yeah, we have the clock as well, huh? Wrong way. Nope. Let's try what we have found. I guess that worked. Thank you. Alright. Alright, so this one we've got. Let me check this one more time. Because this one was a bit confusing, the second part. At high noon, the sheriff stepped into the street and addressed Batman Bart. 5 hours ago, I told you to leave town, and you swore you'd be gone in 3. So -5 plus 3. There's a reason why you're still here. I left right when I said I would, Bart exclaimed, but just as I was riding out, my horse threw a shoe. I took him straight to the blacksmith, but he was real busy. Said it would be 5 hours till he finished with my horse. Better tell him to get a move on, the sheriff drawled, because 2 hours from now, if you're still here, you're gonna be real sorry. He went back to the blacksmith and an hour later was on his way out of town. Alright, well, let me try. Oh, cool, it worked. A little more confusing than the other two, but that's cool, we figured it out.
Here we go. A librarian's tale.
Oh. Very interesting, very, very interesting. I have like a, well, maybe not. Let me see. I'll try maybe counting all the books that had I in the title together and see if I get a number that makes sense. Okay, I was right. Well, that's neat. I would still really appreciate a book on teeth somewhere. Somehow. Maybe there's one upstairs actually. Let me go to the secret room. Because we also still have the puppet there. That I would like to play with. Oh, that's where Iki is. Okay, cool. Let me try this again. Ba, sa, lu, pa, di, ka.
Pa, sa, lu, pa, di, mu, pa.
Interesting. The last bird on my guard will start you a hunting through the graveyard. What's written on the headstone will lead you to another, and so on and so forth till Tiny treasure you discovered. Oh wow. Creepy. We have a coin. Where's the gum machine? There it is. Coinage there. Hell yeah. See, I knew there was gonna be an eye here. Yeah. I guess. Nothing. I guess I can't interact with us yet. Maybe.
Here, Iggy, Iggy, Iggy. Here, Iggy, Iggy, Iggy.
Try this.
Iggy, come here, Iggy. Got something for ya.
Yeah. We have the... We need the pirate. It seems like I'm missing something, no? Well, let's try the clown, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he'll bring back something.
Here, Iggy, Iggy, Iggy.
Guess not. Oh. Well, cool. Man, sometimes I really just don't see things that I need to see. Alright, let me get few of those fruits, maybe.
One loquat's all I need right now.
No, it's not. Okay. So... Oh, the optometrist is probably gonna get me an eye. And the mailman will get me the letter. That makes sense. Where was I? The teeth. Let's do the teeth. So... Second roller. This one. And then the central incisor. To the right and then to the left. Sure if I have to do them all together. Lower right would be third. Upper left first by cuspid. Upper left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower left canine. Oh, whoops. Shoot. Lower right. Canine first, and then upper left. First. Lower left canine. Yep. Lower left third. Molar. God damn it. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Let's try it the other way around then. So if it's the right second molar, then it would have to be on the left. Upper right would be upper left. Upper left would be upper right. Lateral left would be on the right. Lateral incision would be this. I am correct. Lower right, so we go here. Okay, it will be this one. Upper left, so on the right. What's the fourth one? Lower left would be lower right. Okay, then again, and then the third molar. Ooh, ooh. Alright, let me do the Iggy situation first, because I think I can finish up with that, maybe.
Here, Iggy, Iggy, Iggy.
There.
Iggy! Oh, Iggy!
Let's try the optometrist, I guess. I won't shoot. There we go. This one. Alright. I have no clue. Oh yeah, cool, you did bring me the eye. Alright, so one more time then.
Come and get it, Iggy!
Come and get it. Okay, let's try the mailman. I guess this will be the mailman. Looks more like police, but sure. Bring me that letter. Cool. Milo Research and Technology. Dear Dr. Bolet, I have completed my review of the data gleaned from the tests I ran last Tuesday on the crystalline replica of the human skull which you and Miss Amand brought in. What follows is the simple answer regarding its authenticity, which the two of you requested. My analysis showed that the skull, while made of remarkably pure crystal, was carved using modern instruments. In layman's terms, the skull is fake. Again, thank you for allowing Milo Research and Technology to serve you. I bet I can call them. Let's see. Let's do it in the hallway where everyone can hear me.
Yeah?
Is this Milo Research and Technology?
This is Chaz, Milo. Service forwarded your call to my cell. What do you want?
Are you alright?
I'm at the gym. On the treadmill. It's called multitasking.
Well, about the letter you sent to Dr. Bolet, you know, where you told him the skull was a fake, I was just wondering...
I never told him that.
Never told him what?
I told him that skull was authentic.
No, you said in the letter the skull was carved using modern instruments.
I said all the tests I ran proved the skull had been hand-carved and hand-polished. Probably took decades to make.
But the letter Dr. Bolet got said just the opposite.
Then the letter he got must not have been the letter that I wrote.
Are you saying the crystal skull is real?
Hey, I'm not saying it's magic or anything. I'm just saying it wasn't made using 19th century, 20th century, or 21st century technology.
Did you carbon date it to see how old it was?
The thing was pure quartz. No carbon in quartz. No carbon, no carbon dating. Hey, look, I'm gonna hang up now. If I try to talk anymore, I'm gonna pass out.
Just one more question. Did you send that letter saying the skull was authentic to anyone else?
No, just Dr. Bollet. I heard he died recently. Good thing I billed him up front.
Yeah. Well, thanks for your help.
No problem.
Interesting. So someone must have intercepted that original letter and then sent a fake.
Yes?
I'll let you get back to work.
Groovy.
Hello again.
I think I found the letter that Dr. Bollet was reading when he had his fatal heart attack. Iggy the iguana had taken it. Apparently, Dr. Bollet did have a crystal skull and believed possessing it would make him immortal. So he had it tested, and the lab sent him its findings in this letter. Read the second paragraph.
My analysis showed that the skull, while made of remarkably pure crystal, was carved using modern instruments. In layman's terms, the skull is a fake.
My guess is Dr. Bollet believed in the skull so completely that when he read it was a fake, he was totally devastated, and his heart just stopped. But what I don't quite understand is, why did you tell me you didn't know about the crystal skull when this letter indicates you did?
All right. Dr. Bollet told me about the skull. As you said, he believed with all his might owning that skull was the reason he was still going strong at 95. I lied to you because, well, for one thing, Dr. Bollet swore me to secrecy. And for another, he kept the skull hidden. And up until just this minute, I wanted to be the one who found it.
What made Dr. Bollet decide to have the skull authenticated?
Getting the skull tested was my idea. When Dr. Bollet told me about it, I was skeptical and that troubled him. So I helped him find a private laboratory where we could take it so any and all doubts would be dispelled once and for all. I certainly did not anticipate that the truth would result in his keeling over and dying like that. Well, now that I too know that the skull's a fake, I can stop fretting over its whereabouts. In fact, I should probably thank you and Iggy for setting me straight.
You are still suspicious to me.
Nice talking to you.
Take care, hon.
Keeping my eyes on you, miss. Shovel. Shovel.
This shovel with the weird handle. Do you think I could borrow it?
Dr. Bollet took great interest in that shovel. Don't know why. He never used it. Just like to see it hanging there. Me, I use it to dig up roots.
You mean like tree roots?
No, I mean roots like Tanis, black cohosh, valerian. Roots that in the right hands are very special. Very powerful. However,
Ma'am, you're
right
scaring
now
me.
I need mushrooms. I was hoping to get them picked tonight, but from the looks of all this potting I still have to do...
I'd be happy to pick them for you.
Why, what a generous offer. All right, then. I need 5 painted conchs. They're mushrooms that have got a short, fat stem and a large bell-shaped cap covered with big red dots. You might find 1 or 2 here in the garden, but you'll have better luck in the boggy part of the cemetery. You get me 5, no more, no less, and I'll let you borrow that shovel.
Deal.
You can put 'em in this bag. How else may I be of service to you?
That's it?
I'd better get going.
Thanks for coming by.
Alrighty. So where were those mushrooms again? I know one of them.
This has got to be a painted conch.
It looks really, really disturbing. There was a second one somewhere, I'm pretty sure. But I don't remember. Wait. That ain't it. wasn't it? No, this one I just took. Well, oh, there it is.
Another painted comp. Yes!
They look like a pest. At least. Crocodile. Yup. Haha, hi. So, well, at least I'm not dead, I guess. That's fine. Nothing. 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 Nope. There's one. Oop. Is that 5? Nope. No more, no less. Let's go the long way around.
Did you pick me those mushrooms yet?
I did.
Sure did.
Well, bless your heart, you did it.
Actually, picking the one growing on the log sticking out of the swamp was a little hairy.
Oh, my.
Oh,
I
Nancy,
forgot to warn you about
literally
Bernie,
nothing
didn't
about
I?
you.
If by Bernie you mean the alligator that almost had me for dinner, yeah, you did.
He's another one of Dr. Bolay's pets. He'd kick that log to get Bernie's attention, then feed him marshmallows. Problem is,
Marshmallows.
now that gator leaps up and snaps every time someone so much as touches that log. I should have said something, but I've gotten so used to Bernie, I just plain forgot.
Right.
Anyway, feel free to help yourself to that shovel. You earned it.
I'd better get going.
Now you look
Very
kind of
well.
evil, actually. Like, the more I look at you, the more evil you look like, and the less I trust you. Oh, now you're looking at me.
What?
It took you long enough.
Nice talking to you.
Come see me anytime.
Okay. Not this one. West. Interesting. North. Oh. How do I... I guess... Two. Man. If my shovel did that, I would be very concerned. And it's gonna break. Yep. Well, at least I got the eye. Okay. Oh. I have no idea what to use the arm for, but I guess it's gonna be useful. Let me go back now. So...
All done. All done. All done.
yeah, it's pretty much just the note left. Which one was it? Nope, that's paper. One of these. This one will start you a hunting through the graveyard. What's written on the headstone will lead you to another, and so on and so forth till tiny treasure you discover. And then listen. I feel like that's got to be something here then. Is that the last one? Take a look at that note again. I need to look up what Denizen is. Jesus. It is like a citizen, sort of. Okay, so the last one, buried in my guard, will start you a hunting through the graveyard. What's written on the headstone will lead you to another, and so on and so forth, till tiny treasure you discover. What can I... So Tammy, Tasselman, Intero Siesta. Now...
This name doesn't fit the clue. That looks like the right name.
So now I should be able to look it up here. Couldn't sleep without a peep, so when she died we buried her deep. Peep. Slumber Gardens, maybe? Slumber Gardens. Julie Jones. C. Jones.
That doesn't make sense.
Nope. Okay, so... Let's... I don't think Bess is gonna help me here.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
That's funny.
That's what I was going to ask you.
I'll see you later.
Bye.
Yes, ma'am?
I hear that you're a member of the Jolly Rogers crew. Is that true?
Perhaps I am. Perhaps I am not. I'm sure someone as charming and attractive as yourself has her share of secrets, too. Am I right?
Be that as it may, just what is a crew?
Crews are organizations whose primary purpose is to put on parades during Mardi Gras. They also put on fabulous parties. Very private parties. Members only. Some consider crews to be private clubs. Secret societies is a term others have used. However, back in the 1990s, the city decided not to issue the Jolly Rogers any more parade permits, unless they opened their crew to pretty much anyone who wanted to join. So, refusing to be blackmailed, they chose instead to simply not put on parades anymore. As far as the city is concerned, the Jolly Rogers no longer exist.
Was Bruno Bolet a Jolly Roger too?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
I'll let you get back to your gumbo.
I've enjoyed our conversation immensely.
I bet you did. Oh, he's gone now.
Sneeze lady, what's going on?
That gumbo stand outside? What do you think? Is it pretty authentic?
Outstanding! Just watch the hot sauce. Whatever's in it gives my stomach instant fits.
In all your journeys through the wonderful world of junk, have you ever come across one of those legendary crystal skulls?
What makes you ask that?
You have so many other oddities in here, I was just wondering.
No. I know the legend, of course, and I sure wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of those babies. I mean, I could sell it for a fortune. But no such luck. Funny. I've been thinking about those skulls lately. A lot.
Really? Hey, maybe we got some kind of psychic thing going here. Quick, think of a number between 1 and 10 and I'll try to guess it. You thinking of a number? Okay, 4.
9.
Darn. Guess it was just a coincidence.
Guess so.
I'm gonna keep browsing if that's okay.
Take your time.
Interesting conversation. He's not there anymore. Well, let's call Nancy. Let's go back to solving a puzzle I don't know how to solve yet again.
Hello?
Bess here. Oops. Looks like Dr. Buford decided he's had enough gumbo.
He's not at Granny Pumpkin's anymore?
Nope. But here's what else I've learned since I talked to you last.
And that's all she wrote.
Excellent. Thanks for the report.
Stay in touch. See ya.
All that who wrote. Well. Couldn't sleep without a peep. What do you mean? I don't get it. So when she did, we buried her deep. So when she died, we buried her deep. Couldn't sleep without a peep. Couldn't sleep without a peep. Constant snoring. Constant snoring. Constant
That's gotta
snoring.
be it.
Man. Alright. Constant snoring. Crawling crypts. Man. I guess I know what to look out for now. But damn, is this that's above my pay grade. Constant snoring. Never early, never late. Just in time, there we go. That makes sense. I was thinking like just on time, but when I was reading this name it didn't come to me. Time. Oops.
That doesn't make sense. That looks like the right name.
Just in time. All dressed up with no place to go. Oh wait, a mannequin maybe. Striking.
There.
Oh,
I'm no
yes.
dummy.
Mannequin died in death. Ricky Collin. Quincy Moore. Owen Moore. Maybe.
That looks like the right name.
Wow. Owen Moore, a stand-up person. Wilson Hill, Lacey Carr, Nevada, Bernard Chase. Kneel down. That would be a bit weird, but
Let's hope Neil is lying down by now.
holy, it's actually kneel down. Okay. Kneel down. All that's left of me are these old bones. My remains.
Bingo.
Should have thought of that before. My remains bloomed too late, pruned too early. Interesting. Wild guess.
Smells right to me.
Ha! Well, one of them I knew on the spot, at least. Winter Spring Rose. She would have given you the shirt of her back. Excuse me. Polyester Givens. Maybe.
This name doesn't fit the clue.
I still wanna think it's this one.
Hopefully this will givens me a clue.
Really, I had to write out the entire thing and everything before that. I just had to pick one of the names. Man, come on. Polyester Givens. Same name as my dog at 10, moved from his grave and buried again. Oh man, I have to call Bess again, don't I? Oof. Let's do that. Let me get this up on the green first. Bess! I guess I could also ask.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. How you doing?
Great. I just took a nice, luxurious bubble bath and I'm ready to boogie. When are you coming back here?
That's still kind of hard to say, but listen. Remember that old photo of a boy and his dog you said you saw in that box of stuff Henry sold to Lamont?
Yeah?
Did it look like it was maybe taken in the 1920s?
That's exactly what it looked like. Why?
Because I need to find out the name of Bruno Bolet's dog. And if that boy was Bruno, then that was probably his dog. Was there any writing on the picture?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think it said Bruno.
That's all it said? Just Bruno?
No, it said Bruno but whatever came after and was hidden by the frame.
I really need to know the name of that dog.
Oh, no. No, you don't. No more snooping.
Bess, just get into that box again and see if the dog's name is on that picture. That's all I want you to do.
Poor Bess.
How? I can't just go waltzing into Lamont's back room.
And he's for sure as heck not gonna fall for that sneeze contraption again.
There must be some other way you can distract him. Please, Bess. I can't tell you how important this is. You gotta do this for me. Please?
Absolutely, unequivocally, for the last time, no. Ah, who am I kidding? We're not gonna have any fun here until you solve this mystery, and since you can't do that until I do this... Okay, I'll sneak into the back room and take another look at that photo. I mean, I will if I don't screw up.
Think positive, Bess. You're gonna do fine.
You bet I am. In fact, I'm not going to call you again until I have seen that picture. I'm going in.
You go, girl.
Alright, we're back here. Can't mess around with that thing anymore. We can mess around with this thing, I guess. Can I?
Hey!
You know, I still feel guilty about that sneezing thing, so how about I go and get you a nice big bowl of gumbo?
Just so happens I'm starving, so hey, you got a deal.
Great. I'll be right back.
Can I put some... Oh, wait, it's the hot sauce. He mentioned that he can't handle the hot sauce.
Hey, what'll it be?
Can I get a gumbo to go, please?
Enjoy.
Yeah, he's not gonna see that at all.
That my gumbo?
Yep.
There you go. Enjoy.
Uh-oh. Oh, you're gonna have to excuse me.
Poor guy. Alright, well, here we go again. Let's see.
Uh-oh. I better get out of here.
I wouldn't do that. It's such a cute dog.
Grant? The dog's name was Grant?
That's what it said on the photo.
Kind of a weird name for a dog, huh?
Yeah, well, Bruno Bolet was kind of a weird guy. Hey, thanks a lot, Bess. You've been a huge help.
I'll tell you, being sneaky takes a lot out of me. I'm exhausted.
I still don't know when I'll get back there, so just kind of hang loose, okay?
Story of my life. Call me if you need me.
I will. Bye.
Alright, Grant. We did have Grant, I remember that. Derek Grant. Derek Grant. Here we go. And we've got the knife. And we've got the punch. Fantastic. We need one more eye, I think. Yep, we're at 24. So let me get one more fruits for Iggy. What?
Iggy, how about a nice, juicy loquat?
Alright, let's try the pirate suit. What will you bring me? A little treasure chest. Cool. The name that opens every Jolly Roger meeting opens me. Well, guess what? I think I'm gonna have to call Bess again.
Hello?
Hi, Bess. Listen, you busy?
Why?
I need you to do something for me.
What?
I need you to infiltrate the
This
meeting
is
of the Jolly
bullshit.
Rogers crew that's about to be held at Rampart and Dumaine, which has got to be right near Zeke's. You're gonna have to look around for it. Now, to get into the meeting, you'll need to put on that skeleton man costume you saw in the back room. And once you're in the meeting, you'll need to listen for the name that opens the meeting so you can tell me what it is, okay?
No.
Bess, I know you don't like to do stuff like this, but this is really, really, really important, and it'll be the last thing I ask you to do. I promise.
Absolutely, unequivocally, irrefutably, incontrovertibly, no. Which of course actually means yes, because if I don't do this, I'll be stuck here by myself until you give up. And since we both know you will never give up, I don't suppose it would do any good to point out that the curio shop is closed.
You'll find a way in. Oh, and if anyone at the meeting asks, the password is Scuttled Bones.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
That's the spirit.
Skull bones, man. Guess I'll go in the back alley somewhere. So, ooh, I have just the thing. So, is that it? Oh, I couldn't see that one. There we go. Man, that was a little too easy. Come on. Can I leave, please? Hi.
What's the password?
Password? Right. Let's see. Scuttled Bones.
Doesn't sound suspicious at all.
Better hurry, we're just about to start.
Welcome, my fellow Jolly Rogers.
know that
We
voice.
have several pressing matters to discuss this evening, so let us begin.
Sounds like
As
the
you
doctor.
may or may not have heard, certain city officials are attempting to deny us the right not only to gather in public places during the Mardi Gras season, but they have also seen fit to...
Oh my gosh.
Shoot, I forgot to turn off my cell phone.
It
Bess.
seems we have an uninvited guest. Get him!
What the?
Let go! You're making a big mistake. Let go of me. Look, I'm not here to make trouble. You're making a
Why
big
do
deal
you
out of
sound
nothing.
like that?
Can't we just talk about this? Where are you taking me? If you just let me explain.
Why, it seems our trespasser is of the female variety.
Sure is.
Let's have a look.
That's right. You know me and I know you, Dr. Buford. And I also know that you were the one who attacked my friend over at the Boley Mansion today. And if you don't tell me why right now, I promise you, you are gonna be in one big world of hurt.
The young lady's clearly upset about something. Clarence, take over the meeting while I try to find out why she's making all these crazy accusations.
There's no way you
They're
don't know
not
who's who.
crazy and you know it.
I will tell you everything, Miss Marvin, in private.
And he did. He told me everything, Nancy. I bluffed him into confessing. You would have been so proud of me.
There's
oh, and
no
before I
way she
forget,
would have just
the
gotten
name
out
they
of that.
chanted at the start of the meeting was Jean Lafitte.
Jean Lafitte. Great. Now, what did Dr. Buford tell you?
Okay. First off, he said that with his dying breath, Bruno Boley directed him to steal the painting of Henry's parents and lock it up in Henry's parents' crypt. Bruno seemed to think that way Henry would wind up with the crystal skull instead of somebody else.
So Dr. Buford dressed up in his skeleton man costume, stole the canvas, and hid it in the crypt like Bruno asked.
That must have been when Renee saw Mr. Death.
But then, Dr. Buford had second thoughts and decided to heck with Henry. He wanted that crystal skull for himself. So this afternoon, he dressed up in his skeleton man costume again and snuck into Henry's house so he could get the key from that mini cemetery and retrieve the painting he'd left in that crypt, knowing the painting would somehow lead him to the skull.
Only I walked in on him and ruined everything.
Right. And now that we're onto him, he says he no longer wants the skull. He's embarrassed that he allowed his superstitious side to get the best of him and says whoever finds the skull is welcome to it. At least that's what Dr. Buford said. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh what?
I told him you were looking for the skull.
That's all right.
Actually, I told him you were on the verge of finding it.
Why would you tell him that?
I don't know, I got carried away. So if he lied to me, and he really does still want the skull, then he might come after you. He left right after we talked, and I don't think he went back into that meeting. What if he's on his way over there?
Don't worry,
Yeah,
I'll
it's
be
gonna take a
fine.
while.
Why don't you just... Whoa, that bolt of lightning was huge. Anyway, why don't you just go relax, and I'll be back at the hotel before you know it, okay? Bess? Hello? Bess, you there? Nope, she sure isn't.
Well, guess there's no calling the police. Jean Lafitte, huh? Jean Lafitte. Oh, it's the last eye. I was hoping for that. Because now the last puzzle that we have is this thing. Not that I have any idea where to start with this. Oh boy. Maybe it's in here somewhere. Tangled. Let's see. In a place where bones are burned up, we've got the key to the statues. The statues are key. Plentiful pirates and nautical nonsense. It's gotta be this one, right? Because like we had the theme of the pirate and the treasure chest and getting the last eye through there. Stealthily stalking them, famished and anxious. Out hunting west waters he was. Cantankerous. Down dove the octopus right to his den. He spit out their bones and fashioned a fence. And each treasure, of course, he had not left behind. He'd befriend all these baubles in a very short time. Left. And long lived this octopus hidden away, but his fate fell quite quickly on one fateful day. Down, right, left. Okay, I suck at this. If this is correct at all. Let me see. Let me see, can I call Ned for a hint?
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Ned.
What's going on?
I've been having Bess do some sleuthing for me.
You're kidding. I thought you said Bess was a disaster when it came to detective stuff.
I never said that. I mean, I may have said she wasn't particularly adept at snooping.
Ah, but this is not snooping. It's sleuthing.
Exactly.
So how's she doing?
You know Bess, when she puts her mind to something, there's no stopping her. She's doing awesome.
Awesome?
Okay, maybe not awesome, but she's certainly, you know.
Not totally screwing up?
Right.
Man, she's done
That's what I
amazing.
figured.
Think you could give me a hint?
You bet.
Why is this still an option? Just in case you still suck at this.
I've got all 25 of Bruno's glass eyes. But now what?
Okay. My guess is once all the eyes are in that grid in Bruno's hidden study, you need to turn each one in a specific direction. Like up, down, east, west, like that. So try looking in the short storybook Bruno wrote. Look for words within and between words and apply them to the eyes the same way you read. Left to right and top to bottom. Just don't expect the story you find them in to make a lot of sense.
So try looking in the short story book Bruno wrote. Look for words within and between words and apply them to the eyes the same way you read. Left to right and top to bottom. So you find them in to make a lot of sense.
Great, I really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Bye.
Well, it is exactly what I thought it was gonna be, but I'm not really. It's not making a whole bunch of sense to me right now. Northwestern water wailed in with alarm. From 21 till 22, we have down twice, right? The pirates abandoned this nautical nonsense and swam right and left, I think. Right to shore with their rather large haunches. But gaggles of gunmen got left getting gobbled. The creature was angry. In its own ink it bubbled. So down. Dove the octopus right to his den. He spit out their bones and fashioned a fence, and each treasure, of course, he had not left behind. That's 3 of them. The only one that I'm really struggling with is 1 to 5. Because there I still only have 3 words technically, so... Out. South. West. Sea-stricken east. Ah. Now. Here we go. So south. West. That is west. South again. East. Left. Oh my god! That's not concerning at all. Actually, hold on. I want to see if anyone has anything to say.
Yes?
Oh.
Did you know that Bruno was a member of a group called the Jolly Rogers?
No? Should I care?
Maybe not, but I care. They apparently ran around wearing skeleton man costumes.
Don't know anything about it, sorry.
Well,
I'll stop bugging you now.
Groovy.
Hello again.
Nice talking to you.
Fare thee well.
yeah, she does look kind of evil. Let's go. Okay, so this. Oh, now I can put it here. Cool. Okay, and then this one. How would that even work? Like, it was already questionable at the graveyard, but... As non-magical as Nancy Drew stuff is, it is so high-tech that it's beyond normal. There's a crystal skull. Also, why would it be there if they brought it into a lab? Uh-oh. Well, that's an Indiana Jones situation.
Nancy? That you in there? Goodness sakes, gal, what on earth have you gone and done?
The lid's closing and I don't know how to stop it.
Here, I'll pull you up. Toss what you're holding up here, then give me your hands.
No, I don't
Come on,
think
you
so.
best hurry.
Here it comes.
Oh, Nancy, come on.
Renee, a little help, please?
Look at her, she's not gonna help you.
Skull. After all that scheming, how do I finally get it? Why, this nice little Yankee gal just hands it to me.
Renee, help me. Hurry, please.
Thank you, Nancy. Bye now.
No, you've got to help me. Renee! Renee!
Well, there you go, Nancy. Oh. What is this? Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me turn off my light. Actually, we'll see more that way. There. This one. This. There we go. That was easy. Like, the entire game I'm stumbling over the puzzles, but this was the easy part. Cool. Oh no, I don't know where the boat situation is. Why would you do this to me?
Renee, hold it right there. That skull isn't yours. To say nothing of the fact that you just tried to bury me alive.
The skull is mine. It wants to be mine. Yes, I did my share of scheming to get it. I got Dr. Bolay to go to the authenticators, then switched the letter they wrote saying it was real with one I wrote saying it was fake. In hopes that Dr. Bolay would just hand it over to me. Yes, my plan failed, and yet, here we are. I have the skull. Why? Because it knows that I will fulfill its destiny.
Bruno Bolay wanted Henry to have it. That's why he had Gilbert Buford steal that painting and hide it in Henry's parents' crypt. Because he hoped that way Henry would eventually find it.
Henry's a fool. If he ever got his hands on this, he would just turn around and give it to that trashy girlfriend of his.
Yeah, that's
Dr.
a fair
Bolay,
point.
he just wanted it because he was terrified of dying. Gilbert Buford, too. And that Lamont fella, he just wants to sell it to the highest bidder. But me, My motives are pure. I am going to protect it so it can rendezvous with all those other skulls. I'm going to be right there when they start conversing, and all the mysteries of the universe are forever solved.
I know I should
Bye
have
now.
triggered the thing, but I wanted to hear what she's gonna say. Maybe Bernie can help.
Renee, hold it right there. That skull isn't yours. To say nothing of the fact that you just tried to bury me alive.
The skull is mine. It wants to be mine. Yes, I did my
Wants
share
to
of
be
scheming
mine.
to get it. I got Dr. Bolay to go to the authenticators, then switched the letter they wrote saying it was real with one I wrote saying it was fake, in hopes that Dr. Bolay would just hand it over to me. Yes, my plan failed, and yet, here we are. I have the skull. Why? Because it knows that I will fulfill its destiny.
Bruno Bolay wanted Henry to have it. That's why he had Gilbert Buford steal that painting and hide it in Henry's parents' crypt. Because he hoped that way Henry would eventually find it.
Henry's a fool. If he ever got his hands on this, he would just turn around and give it to that trashy girlfriend of his. Dr. Bolay, he just wanted it because he was terrified of dying. Gilbert Buford, too. And that Lamont fella, he just wants to sell it to the highest bidder. But me, my motives are
Bernie, be a good
pure.
boy.
I am going to protect it so it can rendezvous with all those other skulls. I'm going to be right there when they start conversing, and all the mysteries of the universe are forever solved.
Good boy.
Ah!
Nom. Of course he eats that.
No, no,
And
no,
off he
come
goes.
back!
Bye, Bernie.
Renee burst into tears and sobbed as Bernie swam away with a crystal skull. It made me feel sorry for her for about 2 seconds. After all, while she may not have meant to cause Bruno's death, she certainly meant to cause mine when she left me sealed up in that crypt. It felt good to turn her over to the police. Later that night, Dr. Buford came over and apologized for knocking me out with that smoke bomb, and for allowing himself to think, even for a moment, that Bruno's crystal skull was anything more than a pretty piece of quartz. To make up for his shameful behavior, he insisted on taking Bess and me on a grand tour of New Orleans.
Cool.
Seeing the city through the eyes of someone who loves it as much as Dr. Buford was truly special. He invited Henry too, but Henry declined. He was still trying to process the fact that his great-uncle wanted him to have the skull. Henry always thought that to Bruno he was nothing more than an annoying family obligation, someone Bruno couldn't care less about. Yet Bruno's request of Dr. Buford, made with his dying breath, proved that he did care about Henry. Apparently, and unfortunately for Henry, Bruno was the type of man who just couldn't bring himself to say such things out loud. As for Lamont, when he heard what happened, he closed his shop, bought enough marshmallows to fill a swamp boat, and has been scouring the bayous ever since, kicking every log he comes to in hopes of finding Bernie and the crystal skull inside him. But Bernie has yet to turn up. Maybe the skull didn't agree with him. Maybe swallowing it caused him to stop associating the sound of a kicked log with yummy sweet things. In any case, the Whisperer has disappeared, lost to the world once again, which is totally fine by me.
No, Henry should have it. God damn it. Which of 6 hoodoo powder did Renee have in her room? She had the hiccup one. No clue left behind for discovering the truth behind Bruno's purloined letter. Sweet tooth. I only had 2 of them. Cajun cooking connoisseur for trying that spicy gumbo. Yeah, I didn't do that, huh? Gumball geek. For never meeting a gumball you didn't like. Well, I also only ate 2 of those. Wasp Whisperer. That's fair. Chit Chat Champ. For never missing an opportunity to chat someone up. I should have gotten that. Like, I talked to everyone all the time, but whatever. Dummy Dearest. For spending way too much time with that creepy dummy. Which one is that? Oh well. Egghead for finding an Easter egg. Oh, I was so close to. Basket case for finding all 3 Easter eggs. Okay, here we go. We gotta find 3 of them. Trivia Tamer for guessing the correct answer to your trivia question. Okay, I got this one. Cool.
Talk about a detective's dream come true. The Italian police called me personally and requested that I travel to Italy and help them stake out a suspected thief in Venice. Unfortunately, what started out as a simple assignment in a city filled with canals, gondolas, and romance quickly morphed into a full-fledged undercover operation, and I soon found myself trapped in a maze of lies, disguises, and danger. Help me find my way out by joining me in my next adventure,
The Phantom
of
Venice.